What's up, David? It's the only way we know how to rock. Sorry, the porters are playing a lot of loud music in the back. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to delete this video when this is over anyway because the music will demonetize the video and there's nothing I can do. Come on. Listen. Yeah, IWE is no good. Good afternoon. We just got the U-Haul. Should be all moved in by tomorrow night. Nice. All right. Take the tie rod off. These are I'll show you the difference, but these don't have a bellow. These are fixed now. So these don't have to move in and out. This one's chattering real bad and the four-wheel drive's not wanting to engage because I think it's all chewed up. So and if you look, the vacuum ports are plugged off, so you can still put your vacuum lines on. And they give you a grease zerk right here that comes out inside this ring so you can grease all this up. I can't really answer a lot of questions right now, so I might miss what you guys are asking. You might have to ask it again. 2020 Crossport Atlas, the dealers are always trying to get me to sell it to them. Why do you think? I don't know. They want you to buy a new one. There's nothing that special about those Crossports, so it's just, to be honest with you, it's just so you can come buy a new one and they can turn around and sell that one and make more money off of a used car. I miss not having you at ASTA this year. We need to get together at some point. Yeah, I wanted to come out and actually see you, but I wanted to be at ASTA, man, but it's like, you know, what are the cards in store, you know, kind of thing. But Dorman came out with this as an answer to fix the IWEs. As you can listen again. There's two 10 mils on the side and an 8 mil, and I just take the lines and I just kind of leave them hang loose right here so I can fold that control arm down. Hot talk bag. Oh, say, hope it paid. Walk it out. Sounds like a dry Craftsman ratchet. That's how I sound in the morning getting up, trying to step off the side of the bed. I forgot what size this is up here. Calling you baby. When no one is around. Say my name, say my name, say my name. I'm through with another lady. tell the truth. Say my name, say my name. Ah. There it is, it's out. And yeah, this is a Dorman. This one's been replaced. First I did a Ford IWE at 20,000 miles. That one blew out. This is a Dorman. It's made it about 20,000 miles. Now it's blown out. It's been chewing this up. The seal here is junk. Well, let me check the wheel bearing. This is why you don't use shop rags to wipe your face. What did I just see in here? Look at this. A piece of metal. I seen a tech do that one time. He took a shop rag out of his bag, out of his clean rag bag, and he went to go wipe something off of his face, and he shoved a piece of metal in his skin. And this was just a new rag out of the bag over there too. Some of the teeth on that wheel bearing are actually chewed up. I don't know how this new one's going to seat in there. I have to put it on there and see. I'm not even sure. So what happened was the tips right here. You see how it's real shiny on the edges and there's no grease? It wore away the little tips on this and on the freaking the wheel bearing. But the wheel bearing itself is all the way through is good. So you have to take a hammer and you got to tap it in because the splines won't mate properly because the corners of the teeth are gone and they're kind of mushroomed out a little. Well, this Dorman one, I have to tap it a little to get the splines to go down over the teeth of the wheel bearing because the corners have been worn off and they mushroomed out a little. And then you got to look down inside it, and in the middle of this, I'll show you. The Eliminator IWE, the one that doesn't use vacuum anymore, these teeth got to go all the way down over it until that wheel bearing seats with this snap ring that's inside this channel right here. I just don't want to waste a good wheel bearing just because the corners of the teeth. I'm take it all apart, have to run to the parts store and stuff like that. It's like, how much extra for a wheel bearing? You got to buy the whole damn assembly. These are hard to find sometimes. You can't find just the $150 ones. Sometimes you got to buy the $225, $250 ones. I'm just flat out not doing that. And you know what, to be honest with you, I think I have a brand new one at home on the shelf for this side. And when you ride, show you you are. got to tighten up this fitting some more because it's squirting back out instead of squirting in the connection where I want it to. This grease is the Schaefer Extreme with Molly. I think it's what it's called. Schaefer or Schaefer Heavy Duty with Molly. It's a green high temp bearing grease.
I'll see you in a week, Rick.
Vacation?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a week vacation. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, man.
Appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another week around Christmas. So
Nice.
yeah, good for you. All right.
Ow, that hurt. Fuck. He got me good too. You can't see it, but it dug right into my skin and drug my skin back. Put some of that grease all over everything inside there. swap gloves now that I got all the nasty stuff done. I don't mind this music, to be honest with you. I grew up on all of it, so it doesn't matter to me. Whatever they play, I know it anyway, so. Well, the vacuum shouldn't be applied on these if it's in park and the vehicle's off. It releases the vacuum and then it engages the IWE. So your situation is completely different than anything that I've experienced. No, the vacuum releases in the IWE front seats. So if there's vacuum there, it means the IWE was front seated, or if there's vacuum there, it means the IWE should have been retracted instead of applied. So these are vacuum release. Anytime the truck is on and vacuum is getting sent down here, it pulls the hubs in and releases it. Once you shut it off and turn it into four-wheel drive, it kills the vacuum and then front seats the spring-loaded assembly, like this here. Look. Naturally, it's front-seated, which is locked in. Grease up I got aftermarket upper control arms, so I got ball joints that I can grease. No more clickety clickety. Oh, it wouldn't release with a vacuum pump. Just, I don't know. Well, the hubs being engaged doesn't cause a pull. That's what's confusing to me, because the hubs don't actually control anything. Unless something got hot and seized up inside the bearing and hub assembly. That's the only thing I can... Junk. Gotta do the other side real quick. I'm gonna see how fast I can do it. God bless you as well. Trying to do a mental check one more time. I did the upper control arm bolt, tightened it up. Tie rod end, tightened it up. CV axle, 15mm bolt, tightened it up. Put the cap on. Grease the upper joint. Grease the eliminator. What else? Did I forget anything? Wipe the brakes off from my fingers. I think I'm good. Let's see how fast. All right, you guys counting? Let's see how fast. Yeah. Somebody guess how long it's going to take me. And the closest one to get, well, never mind. I was going to say the closest one, but I'm going to end up deleting this video anyway. I had a grease gun malfunction. The tip freaking blew off of this thing. Like something's wrong with it. I might have to order another tip for this. What I wanted to do is I wanted to put the grease in the actual IWE so I can see where it's coming out and I can witness it. And what it does is when you grease it up and this turns, the grease comes out of this little slot right here onto this ring. All right. These this Eliminator Kit, it's a 600-405, 600-405. It's good for, I think, up to 2020. 2021, I think they changed to electronically controlled instead of vacuum controlled. It's either 21 or 22. They changed IWE, so I just went ahead and sprayed this whole area with fluid film because it was looking a little dry. But other than that, I'm ready to put it back together and go drive. Oh, no, I don't. Psych, just kidding. Gotta put the cap on. That's done. That's done. The lines are done. That's done. Everything's done. Okay, no noise. Wow, that wasn't very nice. And I just did exactly what I said I've seen people do, and not even look to make sure there was no metal shavings in it. What a dummy. Anyway. I need to go wash my hands and get out of here. I just drained the 20W50 Valvoline out of it, the VR1, and I put a mixture. I put 6 quarts of 0W40 Ultra Platinum in it and 3 quarts of 5W30 Ultra Platinum in it, because I grabbed one of the wrong cases from home. So I had to make it work, so I just blended the two. Hey, what's up, man? That takes care of my stuff before the winter time. Have you guys noticed? Is it just me? Or do you guys, do you other guys out there with F150s notice that, look at this right here. What the heck, man? I got no leaks anywhere, and I can fill this reservoir up to the minimum max mark right there, and within a couple months that sucker will be right back down to the bottom. Yeah, anyway. I don't know why mine does that. Maybe I'll look for a quick oil leak or a fluid leak real quick that I missed. I don't see nothing at the firewall. It's not leaking at the heater core. Water pump's not leaking. It's completely dry all around it. When I was under it, I looked at the hoses. There's nothing there. That's a brand new connection and stuff at the aluminum fitting there. I don't see any traces dripping off of this. I don't know why it always does that. No, there's no tiny leak. There's no leak anywhere. And if there is, I can't find it. So, to hell with it. I just keep replacing the fluid that's in there and keep filling it back up. Well, that was that secret squirrel that was coming along and drinking it, John. You know, they get drunk off that windshield washer fluid. It's got that methanol in it. Well, I need to get out of here. I got my Pennzoil Ultra Platinum put in, my new filter and stuff put on. I need to get out of here. These IWEs they're working great. They're not chattering anymore with the eliminators in there. Hell no, I ain't got no. You better not say nothing about no head gasket leak on my truck. That's no. Wash your mouth out with soap. Sorry, just playing. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that'll give me a reason to go get another truck. Because I damn sure ain't gonna fix it. But you know what? I did see refurbished second-gen Coyote engines on some performance site that I just subscribed to, and they said that they're selling second-gen Coyote engines completely rebuilt for $2,700. Which I find that. Y'all take care. I'm getting out. See ya.